Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hi, April. Hi, Rakesh. Thank you all for joining me today. My name is Sanya. I am your senior support specialist here to take you through the client dispute manager software for today. So I hope you are all excited for today's session. Of course, we're going to talk about marketing. So I do hope you have some questions for me, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with you. While I do that, of course, you know our tradition. Hi, Linda. Go ahead and post it in the chat and let me know how you're doing today. And of course, say hi to the others that is here. It is actually Friday. Who else is excited as I am? Right? It's Friday, coming to the weekend. So you know we are good. Awesome, awesome. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen with you and we're gonna jump into today's training. I wanna hear from you what type of strategies you currently have in place when it comes to marketing, and we're gonna do the whole works, all right? So tell me if you can see my screen here, and I am gonna get my highlighter so we can jump right into training. Awesome, awesome. Yes, you can. All right, perfect. Yes, so of course, when you come into the software, this is going to be the first thing that you see. This is our dashboard slash, well, home screen. Of course, you know from here, you want to make sure that you are checking your customers overview. This gives you a breakdown of how many customers you have coming in. It also shows you as well the dispute process overview that is there. So, okay, let me see. Okay, let me see here. Checking the chat. Okay. Let me just check. One sec, let me check my mic. All right, tell me, how does that sound? Is that better? Okay. Awesome. Okay. Yes, awesome. All right. So of course, you know, this is our home slash dashboard screen. Here you have the customer's overview, you have the dispute process overview and the business growth. I always tell you, don't just look at it to see, okay, this is how many customers we have in. Of course, I want you to use this as your motivation to go ahead and get more, right? More customers. You're going to use this as your guide to say, okay, we have this amount. This is how much we want to get for this month, next month, and the months to follow for the dispute process. Use that as your motivation. You also can use this to also show your audience how much actually you're getting when it comes to deletions or repaired, right? And then your business growth statistic, that is also another thing that I want you to pay close attention to, because you will be able to track how much revenue you're actually pulling in for your business, all right? So definitely I want you to use this as your motivation to help you so that you are good to go. All right, yes, awesome, you're all good. Okay, so of course, you know, with the business that you're in, whichever business you're in, you need to have some type of marketing strategy when it comes in place, right? So it's important that you go ahead and look at what tools do you have available at your disposal so you can go ahead and start to advertise for your business. Because basically, that's what it is when it comes to marketing. You have to advertise. You can't expect, of course, it can happen for persons to just walk into your business, but how will people know about your business if you're not advertising, right? So this is where the lead generation comes in. You have to find tools that is going to help you to get out there so that people can know who you are, what your brand is, and why you're actually doing what you're doing, right? All right, so I think I have Franco. Do you have a question so far?
Yes,
Go.
ma'am. Yeah, I do. It's just regarding the onboarding process of a customer, if that's fine, if I could run it by with you.
Yes, yes, yes. All right.
So,
So tell me how your process goes.
well, I was just gonna ask, as far as sending out the client portal login link to my clients, right? They log in, everything's set up. I need the documents, the ID, the social, maybe a lease. Is it fine if they just upload it through their phone? Like
They
just take a picture
can.
back or
They can, because of course, the only thing that I would have a problem with is that they're going in and it's empty, right? So let's say your onboarding process was for you to send them the request to do their credit analysis first, right? And then from there, you would say, okay, go ahead and log into the portals. And by them going in there, then if they go to the, let me go ahead and pull this up. Let's say they go to the overview screen, I wouldn't want them to see 000, right? So you have to be careful with how you're going to have them if they're just a lead that's coming in to log into their portals and they see 000. Okay.
okay. And just for context, right now I'm just helping all of my family members get their credit right. So I want them to be able to do it from home. Like I send them the link, they already know what the deal is. I'm not gonna charge them some. I'm not like just a random guy, right? They know me. So my
Yes.
thing is like I need them to upload it quick. I need your ID, your social, send me this. So I just want to know like, is it gonna work for the software once I start processing it through letter stream and sending it out? That's really my main question.
Yes, definitely. Make sure
Okay.
you send out your contracts though. Okay.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Whether it's free or not, friends or family, still send your contract.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
No problem. No problem. Yes, they can log in. Just as a disclaimer, just tell them, okay, when you log in, you might see 000 in there. Remember, we haven't started the process just yet. So go ahead and upload the necessary documents that I need, add your credit monitoring details in there, and then we'll get started, right? If you're going to do it that way, right? But I prefer if you do your credit analysis first, then you can give them access because by then they would be able to see the scores. All right.
Right.
All
Yeah,
right.
we did that.
Awesome. Awesome. Good, good. All right. So I think you're set. You're set. Let me see. Right. So definitely what I want you guys to also remember is to go underneath your resources section. And remember underneath here, you have additional information that you can check when it comes to in terms of getting a lawyer or any information or resources, you can definitely go in there, right? So don't forget to go in and look at the information that you have in terms of joining the groups, or if you need to go ahead and check the resources, sales scripts, all of that. I want you to go in and check all of that information, right? The contract information, I want you to, let's say you're using a different contract other than what we have in the software. I want you to also look underneath your legal contract section in the educational resources section. And of course, remember, we now have the attorney that you can go ahead and look at just to see what the layout looks like as well, right? So underneath your educational resources, go ahead and look at this and you will have additional information, right? Yeah, so don't forget to go ahead, download the resource so you can go ahead and look at it. It's a PowerPoint that you will definitely find very useful. Okay, so download it, look at it. You guys are actually the first to actually know this one, so go in if you haven't, check it out and see a lot of the tips that is in there. Okay, all right, perfect. So don't forget, you come to training, you want to go to the educational resources here, and then legal and contract, and then you can review that, right? And then download, go through the resources, remember your sales scripts as well. If you're going to use it for yourself, tweak it. For your sales team, go ahead and tweak that as well. I want you to go ahead and do that. Do I have a question? Right, I thought I had. All right, if you have a question, just go ahead and unmute and let me know or post it in the chat and we can go through, okay? Okay,
Hi,
so
Zania.
hi,
Hi, this is
how are you
April.
today? April.
Um, I just wanted to know because I've been trying to access this. the website for the client dispute manager, but it seems that I'm not able to access. Is there any like limitation? Because I'm from the Philippines, so I'm doing the training for my client.
Mhm.
So I couldn't access the website since yesterday. Not
Our
sure.
website?
Yes, this website, the client
Oh, the
dispute manager,
software. The
the
software.
software itself.
Okay, make sure you're using Google Chrome, okay? You should be
Yes,
able to access login. Check with your admin though, because it could be a case of the permissions that you have.
I
All
see.
right.
Well, how many people are allowed to log in one time for one credentials only?
In terms of, okay, so you mean underneath the admins, and remember the admins login is for the admin. You are going to get access for your employees, and once you go in there, you should have no issues to log in. Can you log in now while we're on and tell me what
Um,
happens?
sure, sure. Let
All right, make
me.
sure it's Google Chrome, okay?
Yes.
All right, while I wait for that, do I have any more questions? I think Joe, you're good.
Sanya, can you show me how to log in to get access to the summit trainings?
Right. 1 second. All right. So April, what I want you to do, send me an email address so we can set up a walkthrough. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All
Hold
right.
on.
You're able to access.
I'm able to access, but when it comes to login, I'm actually getting an error that the page isn't working.
Okay. Send me an email address. It could be a case of your browser. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Email
Thank you,
address.
Sanya.
No problem. Email address, phone number. You can send it privately and we can go through that. Levon, I think I was talking to just now. Levon.
Yes.
All right. You have access to your Teachable, right?
I'll have to double check that and see.
Go
But
into
if you
your,
can just take me from, so what is Teachable?
so Teachable, let's say you have the yearly plan, or let's say you got one of Mark's products, you can log in and you can check the resources that's there, right? So this is
Okay.
just additional resources separate and apart from the software that you'll get that basically helps you to run your business successfully. So this is actually a good part for you to start off because this teaches you lead generation, marketing. It teaches you how to dispute, everything that you'll need. This will be here for you, especially for the affiliate. Of course, that's what we're going to talk about as well. I want you to make sure that you go ahead and look at this, and this will definitely help you, right? So if you do have access, or let's say you don't remember, I want you to log into your email, check to see if you have the redeemable Teachable access, and then you should be able to click it to see if you have, all right? And then if not, what I want you to do, reach out, send me your email address and phone number, and I can call you afterwards, okay?
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, perfect. All right, guys. Yes, remember that this part is a very powerful set of products that you want to have in your arsenal, especially if you're just starting up, or even if you've been in it for a while. This is definitely going to help you when it comes to setting up and scaling your business, especially when it comes to lead generation. You want to have this in your arsenal. If you're new, what you want to focus on is the credit repair mastery class, because this actually helps you with what to do when it comes to disputing, what to look for, the laws, the history, right? So if you do have it, don't forget, go and look at the resources, spend some time. Remember, you're going to get strategies and resources that is going to be really useful for your business. All right. Yes, got that, got that, got that. Thank you for that. Awesome. All right, guys, don't forget, if you want the replay, send me your email address and I can send you the replays for this session. All right. Let me just ask before I jump into lead generation today. Do I have any more questions?
Yes, Anya, I have a question.
Yes, Crystal, how are you today?
Hi, I'm good. Do I have to gain access for the mastery class through Teachable because I had it so long and I don't think it's accessible through the regular website anymore?
No, okay, yours is going to be different because you had it for a while back, so you should be able to log into your email. Remember the
Okay.
link that you had previously? That's what I want you to click, log in that to see if you're able to access from there.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. If you aren't able to access, just reach out to me and I'll just check for that, okay? All right.
Okay.
No problem. Let me see. Yes, guys. Yes, send in those requests for the replays. Awesome. All right. So, of course, how do we market? Remember, first of all, you need to figure out who your target market is. You're not going to advertise to everybody, but what I want you to keep in mind is that you want to know who your audience is, what kind of tools I'm going to use when it comes to advertising to them. Remember, every platform that you're using is going to be different, right? So of course, you have to kind of understand this platform that I'm going to use. How do I actually utilize it to be to make sure that it's useful to what I'm trying to do, right? So I want you to make sure that whatever platform, especially when it comes to social media, for you to think about what are the platforms that I'm going to use for my business? How am I going to show up on those platforms, right? So you have to think about all of that when it comes to advertising. What I want you to remember that social media is one of the biggest ways for you to advertise on your platform. Some of you don't like to do social media. I want you to get into the habit of it, especially for this time that we're in. We have to do a little bit of pivoting so that we can advertise and get out there so people can know us, right? And then another thing that I want you guys to remember is that you need to have your websites up. Now, you might be hearing, get your website up. What is the significance of us having our websites up, right? Remember that what persons prefer to do. Let's say you don't have any social media presence online, right? But you have a website. Of course, I would prefer that you have social media so that whichever way it goes, they would be able to come from that through the traffic to go to your website or vice versa, right? So you want, if anybody goes to your website, they would be able to find out about your services. Why is it that I want to work with you, right? So remember that you have templates that you can actually access. Some of you might have your own templates. What I want you to remember is that you need to be advertising. You need to be clear in the advertising that's on your website. You need to make sure that you have your social media handles on your website as well. And if you have any way of capturing their information, let's say they do sign up, it's going into your emailing list. Your emailing list is another powerful tool that you can actually use to help you when it comes to advertising, because that would mean that lead is a potential conversion, right? So I want you to think about that. You can put it up on your website, whichever way you want to do it, so that if they do come on, let's say they're not ready just yet, they didn't sign up for the consultation, but they sent you their email address, you can nurture them. And from that, that is another technique that you use when it comes to lead generation. So of course, I want you to make sure that you think about these little things when it comes to marketing. All right, Lawrence, go ahead and unmute for me real quick. Marketing resources.
Yeah, I'm also a social media consultant and web designer. So I need to know what marketing material. Do you have anything ready made, like for autoresponder series, things like that?
All right, so it depends on the plan that you're on. Remember, also inside of your software, there's going to be resources, right? The lead generation, that's another section that you can go, but these are mainly videos. Now, remember that I told you, you go underneath your educational resources.
Okay.
This is another place that I want you to focus on. I don't know if you have the Teachable access. That's another place as well. And you have your website template set up?
Actually, I built the website.
Oh, you did. Okay. Another thing that I want you to focus on is getting your lead forms. You already have your lead forms connected to the software?
No, that's what I was looking for. Okay, I can connect.
Awesome, awesome. So let me show affiliate/lead, drop down, and lead generation form. So this is one form. This is a generic lead form. And then underneath your company client auto sign up, there is another form. So you need to decide which one of the forms you're going to use, or if you're going to use both, that's totally fine. You just go
Yeah, I'll be
to
using both.
the bill sign. Okay, perfect. So customize, you probably know how to do the colors and all of that.
Yeah.
I'm a little colorblind, so you would have to know what the code colors are and all of that. And then you just go ahead and resize. Once you do that, go into the back end of your website, and then you just grab this code after you saved it, copy, and you just go into the back end, right? Another thing that I want, go ahead.
Yeah, not a problem. That's exactly what I was looking for.
All right, awesome. Don't forget to add the contracts, okay?
Mhm.
All right, perfect, perfect. And I'm glad you said that. Remember, drop your email address in there so that people can talk with you if they need to, because most of the time you have persons who have an issue when it comes to the marketing aspect. So Lawrence, you're new to the family, right?
Yes.
So remember, our keyword out here is marketing and networking. So drop your email address, and if someone wants to reach out to you, they can reach out to you, okay?
Okay.
All right, perfect. You're in the Facebook group, right?
Yes, I am.
Awesome, awesome. Yes. So guys, you have a consultant in our midst today, okay? All right, awesome. So don't forget, you have 2 lead forms. You have to decide which one of the lead forms you're going to add in. Also, what I want you to remember is your emailing list. That is your gold mine. That is your ticket. Can't stress that enough, because this is how you're going to advertise to your customers or your leads, because this means they are interested. All right, so go ahead, get some kind of capture system. You might be thinking of a full automation that you can set up. What I want you to do is to look at what you currently have. If you don't have anything, you need to start putting these things in place when it comes to the marketing part. Nobody will know about you if you don't put yourself out there. So even if you're not going to be the face of your in front of your business, what I want you to do is make sure that your business brand is visible. All right, especially on social media. All right, perfect. I'm just going in the chat. I'm just going in the chat, guys. Bear with me. Look, let me make sure I get this correct. Is this LeBrent? Did I get it correct? Please tell me I got it correct. You have awesome. Yes, awesome. All right, go into your email, check for Teachable, right? You have the yearly plan?
I do, yearly plan.
All right. Go into your email. I want you to type in Teachable. You're going to click the link, and then you should be able to access it. It's going to pull up this particular screen. And then you can just go in through and look at your resources. All right. Take your time, go through. If you're setting up lead generation, emails, if you're doing the Facebook automation, if you're thinking about how to set up with affiliates, how to talk to them, when you just start out or when you need to nurture them, of course, you'll have that. You'll have contracts in there. So I want you to just go through all of the resources that you have inside of your Teachable, because this is going to put you at the edge. You have the tools and the resources to help you. Okay. All right, perfect. Yes. Okay, let me check, because I know I have a few more that I might have missed. All right, someone go ahead and unmute real quick while I just search through the chat. All right, thank you, Lawrence. All right, so starting off, it is worth getting a phone line. Oh, I cannot comment on this particular provider, but Ring Central is a good place to start. Most people use it. If you have Twilio, remember that's an integration inside of the software. you can do that. They also not only just do text, but they do calls, right? If you need a business number, they'll provide you with a business number. But Ring Central is a good option for you to use. The only thing with Twilio is that you can integrate it into the software and you can send out text. But of course, in terms of the call, you'd have to have that done separately, okay? I hope that answered your question. Do you want to unmute and talk with me? I know, I think it's Hall.
It is.
Hi, how are you today?
Good. See, I'm still at work, so I'm having to mute and unmute.
Yes. No. Okay, I'll talk to you. All right. Just type it in the chat. No problem. No problem.
Okay.
All right. So look into Ring Central and look at Twilio, see which one is going to work for you, and then you go from there. All right.
Okay.
All right. If you can, guys, I know you guys have other options that you use. If you can, post it in the chat or just let me know what else do you use when it comes to a phone system that you have in place for your business. All right. All right. So while I wait for that, are you talking about the templates?
Yeah, I am. I'm talking about like I'm just getting started. So I'm still trying to get everything set up. So that's why I was wondering about the phone line, because I didn't want to just use, my cell phone. I thought maybe one of these
No.
companies like Ring Central or Vantage would,
Yes.
I didn't know if they were worth, my effort of getting those, because I didn't know what all they would do for me as far as
Right.
helping, as far as the business is concerned. And then I knew I needed to get at least a temporary website to put out there, so people know I'm there.
Website or probably landing page. I think you're talking about landing page for now.
It's a landing page. That's what it's called.
Yeah, you can get the landing page for now until you get your website fully set up. At least that would redirect them to just some information about your business. That would be good, right? Are you going to be the one that's going to do it from scratch?
Oh, no.
Right? Because that's going to be a lot of work, right? So you're going to have to look at what persons do if they're thinking about doing a template for themselves, is to probably go on Fiverr or Upworks to look at persons who do graphic designs. But the thing is, you're going to have to consider, if you're going to do a post, that they provide the content. They're going to search for the content, and then you would have someone else to do it for you. Or you could go ahead and get a template, right? Because of course, depending on what you're going to do, if it's just a landing page, it's just going to be one long page with info. Or if you're going to go a website, you're going to have to think about what the pages are going to have in terms of content, right? But definitely go ahead and look out on how to get the landing page set up. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Lawrence, this would fall into your category, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I've built over 1,000 websites. So yeah.
All right. So see, networking is key. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Yes. So I see Twilio, I see phone.com, I see Google Phones. You just want to look out to see which is going to work for you, right? In terms of the features that they have, can connect with your phone while you're at work? You have some of the phone systems that would have persons to collect the calls, or you can have automated messages being sent out. So this is something that you have to look at in terms of the features that you're getting with that, right?
Oh, okay.
All right. And I think Patrick sent some info in terms of, is it Groove Funnels? Groove Funnels, yes. All right, so I want you to look at that as well. Yes, please drop your phone number as well if you can, if you want to. All right, he did post the email address above. All right, yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, awesome, guys. Yes, networking is key. I want you guys to focus on networking, all right? Remember, also, if you have or you're thinking about just stepping up on your social media presence, whether it's through Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, or LinkedIn, or whatever it is, what I want you to do, if you're new and you're just starting, of course, you need to think about the content that you're going to put out there. But I want you to get into the habit of introducing yourselves behind the scenes, let them see who you are, and just to let people know a little bit about you and why you got started and how this service is going to help them and why you stand out, and why they would want your services, right? So I want you to think about doing the Facebook Live, the Instagram Live. Remember that there are different algorithms on the different platforms. Of course, when it comes to probably Facebook, you might have persons who prefer to probably see a little visual and a little text. On Instagram, you know, people like the reels and all of that. So you just need to get creative with the content that you're going to put out there. Okay. All right, perfect. So this is where I'm going to open up the session because I want to talk about the different strategies that you currently have in place. Go ahead and post it in the chat, or if you want to unmute and let me know what type of marketing strategies you have, so we can go ahead and discuss that. And then we're going to look at our 150 ways of how to promote our business. Remember, the resources is in your educational resource section. So we're going to talk about that in a little while. All right, go ahead and post it in the chat. And can I have a few people just unmute and let me know what you currently have so we can talk?
I do email. I have email marketing and also social media marketing, like with Facebook. I've built like Facebook ads. I'm not implementing them now, but I've built Facebook ad campaigns, things of that nature.
Right.
Twitter marketing, pretty much anything with social media I've touched on at least.
Awesome, awesome. So my question to you, let's say I'm just starting out and I am not there just yet to do the paid advertising. What would you do if you're just starting out, not using paid advertising? What would you do?
Email marketing to start out, but the reason I say email, people got to keep in mind, email marketing doesn't happen overnight. If you don't have a list, you've got to build a list. That takes time. So
Yes.
if somebody's looking to get bang right away, the only way that I know of to get a bang immediate impact is the paid advertising. Something like Facebook ads is way, way less expensive. I mean, you could put it on a budget of like $5 or $10 a day, and I'm sure you get more leads than you can handle.
Exactly.
So that's a definite one. But if you don't want to pay, well, then yeah, it would be posting in social media groups, utilizing something like TikTok and also Facebook as well. And also a Facebook page, having a good Facebook page as well. You need to have that as also.
Okay, I like what you just said. You said TikTok. How can you do it on TikTok? Tell me, because a lot of people think that's impossible.
No, it's not impossible. Remember, you can let's say if you have a little short 1-minute ad, you can pretty much post just about anything on TikTok. And
Exactly.
It's a matter of what time of day that you post when it comes to something like TikTok. And also, it's the main thing with something like TikTok is consistency. You've got to consistently do it. You can't like post 6 posts and then wait a week and then post 6 more. If you're going to do something, at least do it consistently. You're going to post 3 a day, then post 3 a day. If you're going to post 6 on Friday every week, then post 6 on Friday every week until people get used to it. And then as your account grows, and you can start doing lives and doing question and answers where people are asking questions and then you can answer, showing them your expertise, letting them know this is what I do.
Exactly, exactly. I don't want you to limit yourself when it comes to social media. You can go right across the board when it comes to social media. You just have to understand how to do it on the different platforms. That's important.
Exactly.
Right? Okay.
One other thing I would add, this is when I'm talking to a client, I tell them, get good at one platform first.
Yes.
Then when you master that platform, then you can expand on to others. But get good at one. If you're good at Twitter, then use Twitter. I mean, like Donald Trump, he was really good at Twitter, but they cut him off. But still, thank God. Sorry, no offense to any Trump fans out there, but look, I'm glad he's gone. But seriously, get good at one. If it's Pinterest, then master Pinterest, and then branch out from there.
That was hilarious. Exactly. You just
he was pretty good on it.
He was exceptional on it. probably not the content wise. I'm not going to even comment on that, but you have to give him his props when it comes to Twitter. Okay.
Yeah, I'll give
Right.
him
I love that. I love that. Thank you so much for that. All right. So listen, I see KF1. Listen, you have to open up your mic, right? I think Yolanda, I'm going to take you after, but K51, you give away 2 nights hotel stay. You got to open up your mic. You have got to open up your mic. Are you there?
I am here.
Yes. Talk to me about this one.
Okay, so it's an affiliate program. And what they do for me is they give me hotel accommodations. A person that's already going to go on vacation, because it has to be pre-planned 60 days in advance. They use 7-star hotels and resorts to give you, it's called a time to get away. They have just about every location the average person would travel to.
Right.
And basically they end up paying, they basically just pay the taxes, which the taxes are I'm looking at the certificate. The taxes are $24.80 for a total of 2 nights.
Right.
When they get the certificates, they are required to pay $29.95, which is refundable. It is it's a refundable room guarantee.
Oh.
Now, once they go on the trip, they're $29.95. They can write them and let them know they would like it back, and they will be refunded.
Ooh.
It's just something that they take to make sure you're really going to come when they book these rooms.
Wow.
They don't charge anything. They don't charge me anything, and it's an affiliate program, so they pay me $15 per person that uses the certificates.
So where do you advertise it? Where do you advertise it?
I've used these before for other things that I've done. So now I've only been a part of you guys' organization now for about maybe a month.
Yeah.
And I haven't launched anything because I'm making sure that I master your software.
Right, right.
But what my first contest will be is the first 10 people that sign up with me, I will give them one of these.
Ooh, come on. I love that. Yes. And then of course you use a little bait because of course you want them on your emailing list, and that's another thing, right? So one to the other, one to the other. I love that. I love that.
I can give you guys the info. I'm not at all gonna withhold it from you.
Sharing is caring.
Let me see. It's called Guns Marketing Group.
Post it in the chat
DBA.
too.
Customer Choice Rewards. Now their phone number, oh my goodness, the address I have here is a P.O. Box address, and it's in Tarpon Springs, Florida.
Ooh, okay.
And it's P.O. Box 1365, Tarpon Springs, Florida, 34688. If you look up Rooms 101 on the internet and go to the affiliate program, this is what it is. And I called up there. I don't have that piece of paper with me. I called and spoke with someone, and they shipped them out via UPS the next day.
Do you have an affiliate link for that? Because chances are,
Yeah, I want you to post
do.
it.
You might as well get credit for it.
Let me go ahead. Hold on a second.
Post it in the chat. Yes, sharing is caring, guys.
Go ahead.
Listen, dropping nuggets today. That's what it is. All right, Stevenson, on mute real quick. Yolanda, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna take you right after. I promise. Stevenson, I want you to send me a ticket so I can connect with you. Okay, or just send me your email address. All right, K51, we're good. I'm calling you K51. Oh my God, that's so terrible. So I need,
I'm sorry, it's Tris Jones. I'm sorry, it's Tris Jones.
Oh my God, yes, guys, networking, put your email.
I'm logging in right now, trying to get all that stuff.
Yes, please, yes. All right, awesome, thank you. Yolanda, it's your turn. It's your turn.
Hey, I also use Facebook. I've started using Facebook, for my marketing. I, like Lawrence was saying, I boost my
Yeah.
advertisements. Dollars. I've seen so many boosts from it. I've gotten leads from it. I also use Facebook Marketplace. Every state that you're in has a marketplace.
Come on.
And within those marketplaces, you can advertise what you do, any kind of business or whatever you sell. So I use the marketplace. And what I do is do a radius of from where I live. I do like a 200-mile radius. Or you could select the states, and I go from each state and find a marketplace within it on Facebook, and I use the marketplace. And that's a good place to market yourself. You get a lot of calls and emails from that as well. So, and I always post my website link in there so that they're able to go to my website and see what I offer, because everything I have is right there on full display. How much I charge, everything. So there's no questions. And I have a sign up form already there. And I have my website already set up to take payments on the website if they're ready to go, if they have questions or whatever, needs to go on. I have it all set up that way.
I love that. I love that. Absolutely love that. So, okay. All right, good. So what I want you to do, drop your email address, because what a lot of persons have an issue with is a starting up phase, right? What I want you guys to cultivate is not just to talk with each other, post in the Facebook group. I want you guys to network, right? This is also a way for you to, let's say someone is a little bit more advanced when it comes to social media and you wanted to go on live, but you don't know how to, and you don't know what type of topics, you could always introduce them as your guests and just offer those little freebies or anything that you think that would be of value to their audience, right? So that's what I want you to kind of cultivate when it comes to networking as well, right? So please, guys, don't sit on this, because this is going to be what's going to take you to the next level. In order for people to know a little bit more about you, you have to put yourself out there or put the business out there so that they can know, okay? Patrick, yes, lead magnets. Go ahead and unmute for me real quick. Enoch, I'm going to take you after, okay? Patrick?
Hey, hello.
How are you today?
Good, how about yourself?
I am good. I'm good. Thanks for asking. Talk to me.
Yeah, so I'm these past few months I've been learning a lot about credit. My background is marketing, so I hope to apply all that and what I've been learning with credit and helping my close friends and family do this. But yeah, I'm getting started, but I already have, I don't know if I could share my screen. I've created through Google Slides 3 webinars just to take the customer through like not knowing me to feeling comfortable and having them know that I know what I'm talking about. Also, like I'm going to be offering, I have, and these things you can get them like white label, or you don't necessarily have to build them from scratch.
Right.
An ebook in case the customer wants to do it yourself. But the whole idea is to basically give the education for free. The whole idea is to give the education for free so that they're totally overwhelmed. Like, oh my God, that's a lot of information. I'm just going to call this guy.
Yes.
So that the lead magnets is a powerful way to give value, educate the customer so that once they do get on the phone with you, they're pretty much ready to get on with business and stuff.
Exactly. Drop your link in email address, phone number, so you guys could talk. And if you have a link for the profile that you have, I want you to drop it as well. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Patrick. All right, Enoch, you are next. Go ahead and unmute for me and talk to me.
I like your smile, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
You have a beautiful smile.
Thank you.
My name is Enoch. I'm African.
Yeah.
I live in Iowa. So
Okay.
basically, I just started from the interest in credit repair. Like I started with my credit repair, and I started working on my credit in like October, and I'm at like 675. So I came from a 525 to a 675 now. And I started working on my wife's credit. Her credit was like 614, and her credit is at it's at 725 now. So me taking that time and working on both of us credit, I was like, yeah, I could do this and make a living out of it and also help people. Because especially me being African, a lot of my people are not informed about these things. They don't teach that in school. Like, and I asked this question on Facebook. I'm like, I was asking people, I'm like, would you rather take 100K, 850 credit score, or have 200, or have like 200, I think it was, I said like $500 every week. And everybody was going for like the $500 every week. I'm like, if you really pay attention, that's 850 credit score. And that could take you far. Most people are not informed about that. They see money and they say, okay, I'm just going to go after the money. So I'm trying to educate people. I just need mentorship because I'm new. And I started, my credit repair name is Hyper Credit, Credit Repair. So I'm right now, the hiccup that I'm coming across is like coming to people and say, okay, I charge $89. First month is free. After that, then you start paying me. People are like, why should I pay you to work on my credit? And I'm like, it's so much important. I understand $89 is a lot, but if you really look at it, if give me 3 months to work on your credit. If I can't fix it, you can drop me. But I'm guaranteed that I'm gonna fix your credit if you really work with me. So I just need mentorship to just walk me through the process. And also, like, I'm coming at one of the hiccups is I'm coming across people asking them to do it, and people are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna think about it, but right now I don't want to pay that money. Right. So that's one of my problems right now, and I just need mentorship.
Yes, I love that. I love that. The fact that you're saying that mentorship is important. A lot of us, we like to say we don't need any mentorship. We can do it for ourselves. But at the end of the day, there's someone else who's going to know it a little bit better than you, or they know it, right? So it's
yes,
okay.
Ma'am.
It's okay for you to ask for it, right? And the thing is, you have a wonderful voice. I don't know if you have started to like post, not just posting text, but I want you to talk, right? I want you to tell your story of where you started, where you're at now. And then I also want you to convert that, not just the visual, well, not just the video part of it. I want you to show pictures so people can relate to it, right? Okay. So that's what I want you to do. Mentors, I don't know if I have any mentors in the class today. All right, what I want you to do, drop your email address so that we can try to get you some kind of mentorship where that is concerned. And if anybody that's on, you guys can network. Remember, that's what I always tell you. That's important. I want you guys to share expertise because at the end of the day, it's an industry and you're going to need somebody. That's it. All right. You're going to need someone.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much for that, Lauren.
Thank you so much.
Enoch. Yes, you're most welcome. Lawrence, I think you were going to say something.
Yeah, I was going to basically just repeat what was it? What Pat said is one thing. Be very, very careful about guaranteeing results.
Yeah, please.
One other thing, I'm also was a mortgage broker for about 18 years and literally saw thousands of credit reports. There's some credit reports that just can't be fixed. And
just say it again, please. Say it again.
Just be careful about guaranteeing. Don't guarantee. Be realistic. Let them know, look, I'm going to work for you. I'm going to do the best I can, but I cannot guarantee it. If you want to guarantee, you're talking to the wrong person.
Exactly. And you'll fall into problems when you do that, right? So please, you can work around the word guarantee, right? Please be careful where that is concerned. You have certain words that you just don't want to say. Just know that that one is not one that you want to talk about in credit repair, and you're not going to charge up front, okay? So please bear those little things in mind.
Pat should go, I say what Pat should go unmute. That's a good point. Pat's posting some good points in here.
Pat, did you drop your info as well? All right, Yolanda?
Yes.
All right, I think you sent some info about Wix. I have no clue about Wix. You're gonna have to ask the experts.
Well, actually, I've already set mine up. I use Wix to build my site myself, is very self-explanatory. If I know some people are like, oh, this is a challenge. It actually helped me a lot. And then I bought my domain and it flows for me. So, I mean, some people may want to look at Wix. That's just an option. I know not to stop Lawrence to shine at all, but I mean, it just, that was just a platform for me that I started and it works.
Yes, but the thing is with Wix, you're gonna have to have patience. You're gonna have to have patience with that. You have patience, right? So if you know you can, go ahead and use it. I don't beat it. It has a lot of features. If you want to add e-commerce to it, that's fine. But I want you to look at all of the things that you need in terms of your website. All right. All right, Lawrence, what were you going to say about Wix? I saw the expression. I just need to hear what you.
I don't want to bust anybody's bubble. Now, like I said, I built websites. I'm a social media consultant. Wix is good if you're on a budget and you want to just show that you have something. But when it comes to SEO, Wix doesn't provide that. When it comes to flexibility of wanting to change things, it doesn't provide as much flexibility. It's a good start though. It's a great start. Like I said, if you're on a budget.
When you say flexibility, what do you mean?
Well, let's say, I build sites pretty much exclusively in WordPress. And why I use WordPress? Because it allows you to do something. Let's say, you want to add some additional products, or you want to change something, or you want to just redesign the whole site, or just a portion of it. You can do that when you actually building. Plus, you've got control too. Because let's say you don't like what Wix doesn't like the kind of business you have. Maybe Wix decides to shut you down. When you have your own domain and you have your own hosting, you have control over that. That's the main thing. But Wix is still a good start. So I'm not really downplaying in that, but it's a good start, but you don't want to stay there. The best thing you did was you purchased your domain name. So now since you purchased your domain name, eventually you want to have your own site built, not to where you're just forwarding it over to Wix, where you actually have it hosted and you can build it and control it, and you have full control over it. Because I've been there and done that. And it's not a pleasant feeling when you thought your site was fine and they shut it down because they didn't like something.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And especially with a credit repair business, I'm not sure how Wix would look at something like that. Because a lot of companies like that look at as credit repair as a risky business. Hence, they find out you're running it, you might be doing fine, and
I'm gonna cross my fingers. I've had it up for almost a year now, and I've been doing it, and I haven't had any problems. I just came into this platform and using the CRM and coming on board with Dispute Manager recently. But I've had my website up and I've did the SEOs and I haven't had any problems yet.
Well, I'm just saying you're rolling the dice. That's all.
Okay.
Right. Okay. All right. Nancy, I think you have a question. Enoch, you're all good, right? I think so. Nancy?
Yes, ma'am, I'm good.
All right, awesome. And thank you for dropping those info. Nancy, go ahead and unmute for me. I don't know if you posted it in the chat. Bear with me, guys. I have so much chat to go through. Nancy, are you still there? All right, I'm not sure if Nancy is still there. If I miss your question in the chat, real quick, just go ahead and unmute and let me know. Crystal, I want to hear from you as well. And Pat, thank you so much. Crystal, are you there? All right. Okay. So I think, okay, hold on. All right, Dwayne, go ahead with your question.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. What about yourself?
Good. And yeah, I was going to say that the web pages that you offer are pretty good. They're all, well, the one I got at least is in WordPress, and it's pretty easy to go into the back end and make some changes. But my question was in general about the marketing. Where would you suggest that we start? I know the email campaign, but what else would you do first? Would Would it
In
be
terms,
Facebook or?
all right. So of course, you have to make sure that you have your business plan already set out. And then what I want you to think about is the way forward of how you're going to advertise, what type of tools you're going to use. Once you do that, I want you to think about setting up the emailing list, because when you start to get customers or you start to get leads, you want to put them in as well. Now, if you can do it simultaneously of getting someone to do your website, that would be perfect. And then you can go from there. But remember that you are now a full-on business owner. You're going to have to think about disputing on all of that. If you can outsource, that is what you want to do, right? So I want you to think about that. Make sure that you have the disputing part down pat, laws,
Hello?
everything. And
Can
then,
you hear me?
yes, Nancy?
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. I'll ask my question when you're done. Thank you.
All right, no problem, no problem. Yeah, so I definitely want you to start from there, right? But in terms of your content, go ahead and look at what you have, see how you want to, if you can just sectionalize it to say, okay, if I'm going to go on social media, this is what I'm going to start off with, see how it pans out in terms of whenever you do it, how it is when you implement it. All right, did you get a good feedback from using it? That's what I want you to think about, and then you go from there. All right, so website is important, set up your emailing list, and then you can go from there. All right,
Okay.
Dwayne?
Yeah, okay, thank you.
All right, perfect. I think I had a question. Was it Nancy? All right, no, Nancy? All right, while I wait for Nancy to come on, I need Tara. Go ahead and unmute for me, Tara.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
All right.
Just a newbie. I only watched like one other, I want to say, was it Mark, the owner?
Yes.
One other seminar where he showed, and he was pretty thorough about showing the product, how you get into the system and start the process. And this will be the second video I'm watching. So compared to other companies, I was saying that this seemed like this is where it's at, where you need to be, compared to a lot of credit repair companies that I've looked online to start a business. As far as software, it looks really enhanced, and he looks like a genius on here. Like everything looks like well in place. So I'm pretty excited to learn more about it.
Right. Definitely. What I want you to remember is it's not just a software system. It's basically a business in a box. And that's what a lot of other companies miss, right? Most people, when they come in, of course, they want to do credit repair, but at the end of the day, we're not telling them that they need to make sure that they understand the laws. That's going to help them to dispute. We don't tell them that lead generation is important. We don't tell them that the billing aspect of it is important, right? There are other things that goes hand in hand with a credit repair business, whichever business it is, right? But they don't tell you that you need to do this. And then when you come into it, you are like, where do I start? What do I do? So that's why we wanted to make sure that you have everything that you need in terms of resources, in terms of community, so that whenever you get started, you have those at your fingertips to set up and you're successful. And then, of course, we want to talk about scaling your business and you just making sure that you're growing at the end of the day. All right.
Okay. Thank
All right,
you.
perfect. You are most welcome. I don't know if let me see, do I have her still here? Nancy?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Yes, I can.
Good. All right, thank you so much. I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Nancy. I live in, well, I have a home in Vegas and I live in Seattle as well. And I do real estate, more so real estate investing. But my heart was always into credit repair. So I started working on my credit, my family's credit on my own. And I was really interested in it because a lot of the people that are in the community don't know anything about credit. So I was just really interested in helping them leverage their credit and most importantly, maintaining. So my first question is the part where everyone, well, it says that you're not supposed to charge right before your services. So I remember when I did pay for a credit repair service, I had to pay a certain amount for them to start. But I think that what they did is they advertised it as the consulting fee or something like that. So my question is, how is it that because a lot of companies they charge like, to me personally, they charge right away. I don't think that they're charging for the service right away, but they word it differently to still get the first payment. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I don't know how to describe it.
So of course, we're not going to say we're charging up front, but of course you can charge for your consultation. So once you have provided a service, there's a lot of feedback.
Oh, sorry, let me mute myself while you talk. Go ahead.
All right, once you have provided the service, let's say you did do your consultation or you offered your educational package, that is you're liable to go ahead to charge for that because you have started the work, right? I don't want for you to have them sign and then you charge them and then afterwards you're going ahead to do the work, right? We don't want to fall into that space because at the end of the day, we are in a high risk business. So we have to do it by the T. We have to do it by the book, right? So in an instance like that, if you were charged before, that should not have happened. But bear in mind, if it's the consultation that you let's say you did get the credit analysis and then they said, let's do the consultation and then you were charged after, that's totally fine. All right. Nancy?
Yes, got it. That makes complete sense. I haven't charged for it first because I was in the process of reading the laws and I wanted to abide by it and all those things. So I'm really careful about that. And then my second question. So I signed up for the CRM a long time ago, maybe like, I don't know, 20 or 30 days ago, but I didn't have the time to actually dive into it. So today I tried to basically sign in. And I don't know if I'm doing it correctly. I don't know if I have to start all over again. But I tried to like confirm my email and it said that it can find the email never came in through my actual spam or inbox. So I wanted to know, do I need to start over again or how do I proceed from here, please?
I might have to send you a registration link for you to sign in. But normally once let's say the 30 days has passed, or it have passed, what you need to do is to sign up with a new email address, right? So once you do that, you should be good in signing in. All right.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
You are most welcome. You're most welcome. Want you guys that are new to go ahead and schedule a one-on-one session because that is important for the employees as well. I want you to schedule walkthroughs so we can take you through one-on-one because you might have specific questions and especially for the employees, you guys being on, it's quite a lot that you guys will be going through, right? So I would prefer for the employees to schedule one-on-one sessions because this is more geared towards the admins. And of course, we don't want to bombard you too much with too much information, right? So for the employees that are on, bear in mind that you want to schedule a 30-minute walkthrough session so we can take you through, right? We can personalize it for you. For the admins, I want you guys to make sure that when you're going to set up or encourage your employees to come on, make sure you let them know that they're doing one-on-one sessions with us, all right? And then to advise that they are the employees as well. All right, Yolanda, Nancy wants to talk with you, okay? Fran, are we good?
Yes, we are.
Awesome, 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 perfect. Okay, you don't want to share anything of what you're doing currently in terms of marketing?
Well, social media, somebody already mentioned TikTok. I use TikTok. TikTok is pretty good, and YouTube videos, yeah.
Yes, I love that. I love that. All right, thank you, Fran. I am just going to take 2 more persons before I let you go because we're out of time. Pat, Crystal, I want to hear from you guys. All right. Pat.
Hey.
How are you doing today?
Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. How's it going?
Awesome, awesome. So this is
Yeah.
one of our longtime specialists. Just go ahead and talk to us. Go ahead and talk to us.
Oh, okay. Well, first of all, I want to just tell everybody that they're definitely in a business that the consumers very much needed with the COVID and all, and a lot of people that are going to be facing foreclosure and things getting ready to hit their credit. They're definitely going to need the credit education as well as to help. So I definitely would stress to read the CROA, read the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, and read all those laws that govern the credit repair industry so that you can keep yourself compliant. And in that way, you know, you'll be on point to do. And if you stick with Mark and Sonia and their crew, you definitely gonna be on point. I've been with them since about I think like 2015, and I've enjoyed it every, yeah, I enjoyed it every step of the way. So yeah, that's all I have to say. But you guys are definitely in a good space.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for that, Crystal. All right, I think, Crystal, are you there? All right, so I think, do I have Crystal? All right, no, so I think she might have jumped off. So guys, remember, it's important that you guys not only network, I want you to think about the different ways of advertising on social media. I want you to think about your gold mine, which is your emailing list. Look also at your websites. Is it a case that your website, you might think it looks so good, but you want to get a fresh set of eyes to look at your website. Put your forms on there. And if you can, your emailing capture system, if that can go on your website, please go ahead and attach it there so that whenever you are getting a lead, you would be able to get that email. And don't forget, if you want to make it a little bit more enticing, offer, I think Patrick and Lawrence did mention the free ebook. I want you to offer freebies and anything that would appease your audience, right? Whether it's the lead or the customers, I want you to think about that. You might want to leverage what you're going to put on the website in terms of what you're giving away for free for your active clients as well. I want you to make sure that you're nurturing them as well, right? And then I think there are some of you who have other businesses, you are tax preparers, you are real estate agents. I want you guys not to disassociate credit repair with it. Remember, you need to have some kind of educational packages in your plans. So please make sure you add that in there so people can know, because we don't just want to fix the credit, we want to kind of fix their lives, right? So it's important that you go ahead and give as much information that's going to help them, right? Enoch, one more thing before we go.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, so do this company help like build your website? Because I saw it said it do, but I don't know if you have to get do they?
Yeah, we have 23 templates that you can choose from. You just need to decide which one you want. If it's you buying it out, $347 one-time fee, of course you need to get the hosting and the domain name, or if you have the $199 or the yearly plan, you do get a free website with it. So you can decide if you want to get someone to build it for you. We have templates. You just need to decide which one works for you, okay?
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Right, perfect. So Patrice, guys, listen, we have a life insurance specialist in here. We have a process server. I have no idea what that is, Kay. So guys, I want you guys to network. I want you guys to think about over the weekend, when you do the network, get someone to come on and you're just going to do a live and you're going to talk, right? That little live that you're going to do is just to educate your audience and to grab people to come on just to see who you are and why you're actually doing what you're doing. At the end of the day, right now, a lot of persons, they're at home and they need help. So this is where you're going to come in and you're going to make an impact in their lives. All right.
Hi, Sonia. This is Valley. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I don't have my camera on. Sorry.
That's
I just
okay.
had a quick question. How often are these trainings? Is this every week on Thursday every week, so I could add this to my calendar at the same time?
All right, so there's 2 trainings I want you to look out for. The daily training at 2 Eastern time, Mondays to Fridays. And Mark has his session at 6 on Thursday, every other Thursday for you to join, right? On the home screen, what I want you to do, and also you get it in your email. So look out for your emails to see when the training is. But if you go to your home screen, you can always look for the daily session here. And then of course, whenever we have the meeting with Mark, we normally put it up here so you could go ahead and click the link and try to register early. All right. All right, perfect, perfect. Guys, make sure you, before I close out real quick, grab any emails and anything that you need so that you can go ahead and network with each other. And I also want you to join the Facebook group so you can network. Don't forget to go underneath your training, educational resources, and look underneath your lead generation resource section. Look at the 150 ways of how to market. And I want you to try to implement at least one of them. When you implement it, I want you to just study what is the feedback that you got from it. Is it worthwhile? Or if you didn't get that, you didn't get a good response, why didn't you get a good response? I want you to kind of start doing that, especially for the social media. If you're on Instagram or any other platform and you realize that you post something and you got a lot of feedback, I want you to just continue to replicate that. All right. All right, perfect. Email address, drop it real quick. I'm going to give you a minute for you to drop your email address so I can send you the replays, and then I'll send you, okay? All right, awesome. Yes, please. Thank you guys so much. You have been amazing. I want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule. I do appreciate it. Join me next week at 2 Eastern time so that we can network and we can talk about the software and we can grow as well. Don't forget to hit up all of the persons who share so you can actually network with these guys. All right. So thank you so much. Make sure you have a good weekend. Try to rest, right? Try to rest and try to unwind. Okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you guys so much. You do have a great one.
Thank you.
You take care. Thank you so much. You take care.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Have a great weekend. You too.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. All right, let me just grab these email real quick. You are most welcome. You guys take care. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Okay.